Do you see anything new on the horizon that you guys are paying attention to? Like, you know what? I think this might be the next thing that might be big in the crypto industry and blockchain industry.
I mean, I'm going to dodge that question. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm dodging that one.
Okay.
We've been investigating using DEX services for ODL, and that would include being able to trade against AMMs. That doesn't currently happen. Prisma can use DEX liquidity. Prisma can also use multiple exchange liquidity, and it can break large transactions into smaller transactions. It can aggregate them to sort of more intelligently take advantage of liquidity. So that's what Prisma does. We have started a major effort to integrate DEX use into ODL.
I'm gonna give a shout out first to DARKHORSE on Twitter, who discovered this in recently released SEC documents. We now have the technology that underpins ODL and Liquidity Hub. The most exciting thing to me was DARKHORSE asked David Schwartz, and he confirms that there is a major effort underway to integrate ODL and Liquidity Hub into the XRP ledgers, AMM, and DEX. Is a distributed trading platform that powers liquidity product offerings and crypto trading services, including Liquidity Hub and ODL. It is a high throughput, low latency microservices to power optimized decisions, making it at scale. It's an event-based trading platform that connects to multiple exchanges and is a single unified API that market makers can connect to. It can manage wallets. It can programmatically split up orders and sell them for the receivers in ODL. This is an intelligent distributed trading exchange, and this also matches up with their patent. Like, this is the next generation of value exchange that complements the underlying XRP ledger, which in itself is a value exchange and liquidity provisioning protocol with a payment execution engine. Prisma is the name of this technology. The court documents are from mid-2020 of an internal meeting of Ripple's product team. Prisma is our North Star, and increasing unsubsidized natural liquidity of XRP across global markets. We can do this in multiple ways, is to provide single APIs to market makers and give them access to make markets in all of the exchanges rather than having to do bespoke integrations. We'll have intelligent routing that will drive increased volume across venues. That's exactly what has happened. 45 venues, corridors have been opened. Not all of them have exchanges. Prisma is able to work around exchanges and adds redundancy to corridors that have just one exchange operator, because if that exchange goes down, then there's no ODL going through there. So counting on crypto exchanges was never the solution. The head of institutional markets, who's now at RippleX, Marcus, says DEX integration. That was 2 years ago, before AMMs was even being proposed. This has always been the plan. It's integrated into custodial solutions like Fireblocks, Talos, Copper, BitGo, and Bitstamp. and Prisma trading platform will be running ODL flow and Liquidity Hub payments through the AMMs on the XRP ledger. That is primary market liquidity, not secondary market. XRP in and of itself is a value exchange network. And when David Schwartz was asked in 2018, what will drive the price of XRP? This is when XRapid first came out. Somebody suggested a way of XRapid, backing orders up. And they asked, is it going to be just speculative? And David Schwartz responded with this. So David Schwartz says, not speculative, but global pools of public liquidity that everyone can contribute to and draw off.
I have to say, XRP was built as a sort of value exchange system. It was built as a way to sort of pool liquidity. One of the earliest visions that we had for the XRP ledger in 2012 was this idea of sort of public pools of liquidity that anybody could contribute to and draw off of.
What does that have to do with price? Let me explain that, because that's the root of all of this. And I've been studying this, literally, I'm going to say studying for 5 years to try to find this real answer, which I've speculated on. And a lot of people talk about valuations and what's going to drive value ultimately. And now by using ODL and Liquidity Hub, you're getting organic volume through these pools. And since it's all unified on the main net, and then you'll have sidechains which have pools too. This is TVL. It's going to lock up a ton of XRP. But here's the key. Since XRP's utility is as liquidity, it's providing a service. So it's organically earning from users who are paying reasonable fees. Each pool will decide based on the top liquidity providers how much the fee will be. They're shooting off payments into a corridor, and it will get routed through. Prisma will route it through primary market liquidity. Primary market is the XRP ledger. It has its own liquidity market. That's the ideal place. Ethereum doesn't have primary market liquidity. Bitcoin doesn't. Uniswap isn't primary market. That's a dApp. Their liquidity tokens aren't guaranteed by Ethereum blockchain. They have front running and all this other stuff. The XRP ledger doesn't have that. Anyone can deposit in these pools. And then this drives a lending and borrowing market next to it. Locks up even more XRP. But the demand to provide liquidity into these pools is what is going to be the predominant driver of XRP price. Now, XRP's utility is as liquidity, and it's providing a service that's earning organic yield. So all that payment flow, it doesn't matter if it's selling XRP in or buying, it doesn't matter which way the transactional volume of ODL or Liquidity Hub go. If it's XRP being shot off into USD, it doesn't affect the price like that. And they say that in there, that it's just getting liquidated, but it's breaking up the payments. It's not putting downward pressure. But you know what puts upward pressure? Demand. Demand for the asset. And as more people provide liquidity, the price will go up. And we're going to take a look now, and this is going to be a lot thrown at you in one video, but I'm going to break this down over next couple of weeks, next couple of days really, in further detail. And we're going to look at the liquidity flywheel. And the liquidity flywheel is something that I find the perfect example of what will give you a visual of how this is going to work. I'm sure many of you will get this. Some of you, it might go over the top of your head, but stick with me here. So volume through the pools means increased fees, which means increased liquidity provider returns. Now there's a continuous auction mechanism And since the XRP ledger, it's at a network layer, the arbitrageurs will be paying for the rights. So that's additional revenue. That drives up liquidity returns, right? Which means deeper liquidity because more people now come into the pool. Drives liquidity deeper. And what does that do? Drives slippage down. Slippage goes down, volume goes up. And then volume goes up means the fees go up. Fees go up, liquidity providers make more. And round we go. That's the liquidity flywheel. That is what is going to drive the value of XRP up. Once you have the liquidity at the bottom, it's not a smart contract liquidity. This is built into the network. So that means you can build all smart contract applications on top of it. It's going to be far superior than Uniswap. And the way is to bring all the blue chip assets on there and then do it compliantly. And what are they building? They're building inherently a distributed exchange. The same thing they've been building forever.
Done right, automated market makers on the XRP ledger could be a game changer, uniquely positioning it to leapfrog other DEXs. And I believe the crypto market is favoring those exchanges with high innovation and high scalability. And innovations like the XRP ledger automated market maker are just an example of working to own a slice of that DeFi pie. And don't expect to see DEX or DeFi innovation slow down anytime soon. Expect the opposite, in fact.
You see anything new on the horizon that you guys are paying attention to? Like, you know what? I think this might be the next thing that might be big in the crypto industry and blockchain industry.
I mean, I'm going to dodge that question. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm dodging that one.
Okay.
It's not because I'm not trying to answer it. It's like, I'm not going to, share, here's what Ripple thinks are the next kind of big misunderstood or not fully seen opportunities. Yeah, as you said, the tokenization of many, many assets, I think, is underway. And I think that's exciting.
We are moving into a tokenized world where everything will be tokenized, where Ripple's whole strategy is tokenization. And you heard it there from David Schwartz. The world we will be most successful in is where there are a lot of tokens and everything is tokenized and positioning XRP to compete. And that's what the liquidity pools are for. The AMM specification is to position XRP to be the dominant asset because of the protocols and because of the ecosystem that is surrounding it. No single asset, just because it's an asset, can be. The global liquidity solution, you need the protocols, and the automated market maker is a unique implementation at the network layer that's open, neutral, censorship resistant, immutable, and permissionless. At the blockchain layer, there's nothing more fair than an automated market maker, and everyone can contribute and withdraw from public pools of global liquidity, which has been David Schwartz's vision for the past 10 years. The federated sidechains and the automated market maker, which are the two core enhancements that are going to allow XRP Ledger to leapfrog other networks in the industry. It was always built on an open, public, permissionless, censorship-resistant, immutable, decentralized blockchain or distributed ledger, the XRP ledger. And we are going to have no longer a single ledger. We're going to have a network of cooperatively interconnected XRPL protocol chains, along with EVM side chains, substrate side chains, and other types of networks that are all interconnected in this multi-net of networks.
And then with the mechanism that we're working on that will allow the pool to recapture much of the profits that the arbitrage makes, almost as if the pool were arbitraging against itself, we're hopeful that will incentivize very, very deep pools of liquidity on the XRP ledger that will make movement between tokens very efficient. So that could be, I think that could be a game changer.
I'm Mickey B. Fresh, and I'm out.
So I was always of the mind that this system was going to be ripe for some kind of a disruption. And when I saw DeFi, I started to see where that disruption was going to come from. And I started to understand that this is going to be where it goes. And what I've tried to tell people is what you need to understand about this new DeFi system is it will start in the third world and it will grow from there into the second world, third world, and then it will come here and completely flatten you. United States, I don't see us in any way being the leader in this. I think we are going to, it's going to be rammed down our throat is what it's going to be. And it just occurred to me that this is a brand new financial system and that this is going to replace the current Cefi financial system.